Well, plenty has been said and written about Steven Gerrard's many, many talents, but if you had to pick out one strength in particular, Jim, what would that be?
His never-say-die leadership, something that's shone through in so many crucial moments.
And it's about more than just the critical goals he's scored down the years.
It's about having the strength to keep going no matter what, and the ability to inspire your teammates to do the same.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Gabriel, Haaland might just make this. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Davis. And he's there to make the challenge. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Haaland. And he's searching through. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tchouaméni. Neither side especially adventurous early on. No, he's not getting past him there. It's a searching pass. He's cut it out.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's got away.
That was lovely, that.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Ended up in no man's land. Haaland gets on the end of things as a matter of habit.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Haaland. Haaland, Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. Musiala. Gerrard, and the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Ooh, can he get onto this? Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Knocks it into space. Batistuta. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Nicely weighted ball. Cannavaro cuts it out. Adams.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Tchouaméni. Conte. Shot could be on. Takes a shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Batistuta. Tries to dink it through. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's shifting through the gears here. Now the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That'll be a throw-in. No way through, so back it comes. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Adams.
Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Musiala threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. He rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Just eases him off the ball. Lahm. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Kane. Araujo calmly anticipates. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Conte, that's a cute ball. Schmeichel gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. And the counter-attack could be on for Paris Saint-Germain. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Lahm. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to break at pace. Now it's Eto'o. Gerrard, given the lift of his goal. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Costa Curta. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Vieira. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Haaland. Davis. He is through here. Drilled in low. And he's quick to get it clear again. Arsenal still this single goal behind. Davis. Musiala. It's a good run, that. Great timing. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And that has put paid to that. He's in space and looking for options. That's a decent clearance. Conte. Your impression so far, Jim?
Arsenal are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Lahm picks it up out wide. Could try cutting inside here. Quick look, then... Oh, what a climb! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Tchouaméni. Cannavaro. Hops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Davids. That's Cannavaro. Vieira. Musiala. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Giroud is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Over to the left. Davis delivers. It's a goal kick. Now it's Batistuta. Julie. Now it's Kane. Conte. Out to the right. Adams. And it's Tchouaméni. Here's Cannavaro.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Kane. Looking for the run. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's had it nicked away.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Julie. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Batistuta. Good ball, good take. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Adams. Conte.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That's going to go a long way.
There will
1
be
minute to add,
added
according to the
time.
board. Davids. Julie. And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. Played out wide. And it's Tchouaméni. Out towards the flank. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite
Rummenigge! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that really is so impressive. Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Taken back almost at once. Thinks about the shot. He is just caressing the ball. Davids. And he's there to belt it away.
Such good technique.
Picked out brilliantly. Tries a shot! And again! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Kane.
Kane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Yaya Toure. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Rummenigge receives it in a wide position. That's Vieira. And here's Hullet. Now this could be a chance. Maradona could move up a gear here. Now that looks a decent ball. He can run onto that. Kane is sporting. Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! And the comeback is complete. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Costa Curta. And this is Hullet. Tchouaméni. Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Tchouaméni. Chance here to counter. Salah. Aims beyond the defence. And the flag has stayed down. And he's taking no chances there. Now there's a fine ball. Davids. Gullit. Rummenigge looking to add to his goal. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, some tackle that. That's a sharp pass. Vitinha. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Van der Ven gets it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Maradona tries a deft little ball. Mohamed Salah. Messi. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And here's Maradona. And it's Davids. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's there to clear it. And that's gone loose. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Maradona. Costa Curta. Tchouaméni knocks it out wide. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Maradona! Oh, what has happened here? Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Vitinha. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 18. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 22.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Costa Curta. Adams. Not the most accurate pass. Well, nicely intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. Cannavaro. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And no surprise, that's a booking. Araujo. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, super ball! It's Son Heung-min! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Son Heung-min really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Son Heung-min goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Gullit clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That should get the job done. And it's Thuram. Vieira just eases him off the ball. Vitinha.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's cut it out. Vieira. And it's Messi. For Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Adams. Tchouaméni. And it's Vitinha. 60 minutes played. And here's Kane. Yaya Toure. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Maradona. Now, can they get him away? Tchouaméni. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Gullit. He's picked his way through. Son Heung-min gets into some space. Son Heung-min. And this is Yaya Toure. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, here we go. Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front.
Substituição.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adams. Now Davids. And it's Davids. Very nicely done. It is a corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Alexander-Arnold. That could spell trouble. Maradona. Bale. Kane. Played out wide. And it's Davids. He's shifting through the gears here. Gullit.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Oh, that's a fine interception. Danger averted for now. Very much into the last knockings. Conte, a picture of focus and alertness. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. And it's Davids. And here's Kane. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And the number on the board is 3. And the referee brings it to a close. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. And it's Maradona. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. Has a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Chooses to go back. In with the challenge. Rijkaard takes control of it and he's on the move. He's a sharp little ball here, and that is expertly dealt with. That is ended up in no man's land. Vinicius Junior! Goal! Inter! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than... Can he finish? And yes, it's there! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Kane. Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Looking for shoots! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Good ball, good take. Tchouaméni.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Seedorf. Roberto Baggio. It's Baggio! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Not the most accurate pass. Cannavaro. Now Costa Curta. Tchouaméni. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vinicius shot, surely! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Kane. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Arsenal are 3 down and sinking. Seedorf. Oh, that was vital. And that interception was most necessary. And the shot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That ball looks a good one. He's in a great position here. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Inter Milan are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And the shot! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Kane! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Nicely shaped ball. Brilliantly cut out.
Inter have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Denilson. And it's Davids.
There will be 3
Maradona.
minutes added time.
Oh, that's delightful. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Maradona. He's had a shot! It's there!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Well, they have a go. And the first half is done. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Hello attendees, this is a Lost Children announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center?
That gets things going for the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Rijkaard. That's Thuram. And it's Baggio. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Beckenbauer. Thuram has it out wide and in space. Denilson. Kane. Tchouaméni. Now it's Maradona. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, played right into his path. That is a brilliant interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quick...
And the shot! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Tchouaméni spots it and intercepts. Beckenbauer is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, well played, well played. Tchouaméni.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ødegaard. Ødegaard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Seedorf. Beckenbauer. And it's Rijkaard. Now that's well seen too. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, nice touch. Now who's going to be first to this? This looks promising. Rijkaard. And he's in on goal. And he's cut it out. Tchouaméni. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Ødegaard. He can get that clear. Gets into some space. Costa Curta. Seedorf. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Davids. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Seedorf in acres of space out wide. There's no flag. Davids. Mohamed Salah. Salah. Arsenal finding their passes. Seedorf, who's set up one goal so far. And here's Vinicius Junior. Costa Curta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bonucci does really well to win the ball there. Beckenbauer. Pass somewhat off target. Maradona. He's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Arsenal have it back and can go again. Real chance! Brought out the best in the keeper. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Beckenbauer. Nice looking ball. Ødegaard. And it's Ødegaard. Maradona. Mohamed Salah. And he's heaved it away. Here's Maradona.
There will be
Gives
1
it
minute
back.
added time.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Great, and the shot! And the ball's come loose here. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
I'm afraid to tell you
You
that
look
we
back
were
on the game then,
expecting
Jim.
traffic to be heavy.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Nico Williams.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Kante. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Dumfries makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Yeah, you'll need to keep your eye on him, Peter, because he'll be popping up at both ends of the pitch. He just has tremendous stamina. He seems to be able to be part of the defence 1 minute, and then you'll see him at the other end just a couple of seconds later. I know it's only his debut, but I'm expecting a lot from him.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tchouaméni. And he's worked it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha going face-to-face with his great rival. Conte. Tchouaméni. And Juli. Oh no, that was never going to make it. First quarter of an hour gone. Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's a promising position. He's got away. Salah plays it in.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
That's a good ball. Chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Kane actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Cannavaro. Conte. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lovely ball and a real chance now. That is a brilliant interception. Palmer into the channel. Nico Williams providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mohamed Salah. And here's Mbappe. Conte. And Mohamed Salah. Juli. And now the breakaway. Now it's Kane. Well, played right into his path. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Kante. And that has found him in acres of space. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mohamed Salah is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Palmer. Mbappe. Beraldo has it out wide and in space. Passes short and sharp. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nice sequence of passes, this. Chouameni. And the first half is done. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
So, off we go once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Juli. Now it's Kante. Back towards the middle. Juli takes control of it and he's on the move. And this is Kane. Oh, shooting chance! It's their second corner of the game. Big header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Van Dijk. Beraldo. Now it's Williams.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And it's Palmer. Looking tidy in possession here. And they've got rid. And the pass is intercepted. Incoming delivery.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Davids. That's good running with the ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nicely shaped ball.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So, time for changes
Mohamed
on
Salah.
both sides, actually.
Number 10, Mbappe. Coming on the field.
Costa Curta.
Number 19, Yamal.
Conte.
Number 9, Alvarez. Substitution in progress.
Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's found a way through. Steaming on goalwards. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's beaten the last man, and he's managed to get free. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pass somewhat off target. Alexander-Arnold is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Bale. Well, that is one way to stop him. Vitinha concedes a free kick for that. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Now it's Williams. Oh, well measured. Alvarez. Chance, surely! He has done it! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution on the field, number 23.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Substitutions
And the counter is on. Pedri. Nico Williams will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Just about up to 75 minutes. Yamal. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a wide position. Alexander-Arnold, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And here's Batistuta. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Bale. Now it's Williams. Beraldo. Davids. And it's Musiala. Alexander-Arnold is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Bale. Bale looking to penetrate opposition lines. He has found the way through. There's the shot! And he hits the net. Tying minutes, and we're all square again. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy.
Goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now that's well seen too. We are into overtime. Looking to play him in. Conte. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Ødegaard voted man of the match and
I'd
deservedly
like to draw your
so.
attention to the screen.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. The action has already started. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Barcelona have a free kick. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Davids, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
And it's Denzel Dumfries. Spread neatly. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Decent chance! Oh, what has happened here? Dumfries getting this one clear. Julie. Oh, this looks sharp. Bale picks it up out wide. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So,
and a chance! Goal! Barcelona! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So, a breakthrough already. Quarter of an hour played. Julie. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Julie. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now there's a... And Batistuta!
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Bale. Oh, good ball. Partey. Oh, good read. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's Davids. Played out wide. Dumfries. Delivered. Oh, smashing header! Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it. And they're...
And the finish! In he goes again. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And he's had a hit! That was superb goalkeeping!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Conte. Cannavaro. That's really well cleared. Half an hour played now. And it's Conte. Julie will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Can he get on the end of this? Rooney. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Dumfries. Adams. That pass has been well intercepted. Kane. Bastoni gets a foot in here. Tchouaméni. Now it's Batistuta. Conte. Now it's Bale. And this is Kane. Oh, that was vital. Now he's got space here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bale! Oh, it's come loose.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's half-time here. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7 será reemplazado por...
So off we go once more.
Owen.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Conte. Now this could be a chance. Brilliantly cut out. And that was very necessary. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Face to face. Real chance! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Big chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Batistuta at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's onside. Has crossed into the middle. So we've reached the hour mark. Tries to pass it through. That ball looks a good one. Batistuta shoots! Tchouaméni just eases him off the ball. Julie. Looking to play him in. And they win it back again. Now it's Bale.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Conte. Bale. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That is good strength. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Looking for the run. It's a sharp pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He is through here. Messi with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Looking for options for movement. And this is Bale. Ball comes in. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Conte. And here's Dumfries. And he's straight offside.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
He's in a great position here. Oh, what a ball! There's the shot! And he hits the net! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Juli demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Arsenal give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Adams. Juli. Nice bit of trickery, and he's in on goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nice sequence of passes this, tries to dink it through. Kane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Into the last 5 minutes. And this is Batistuta. Rooney. And it's Davids. And he's had it nicked away. It's run loose here. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Juli. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Kane. Oh, it's come loose. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Can he spark a counter here? Driving forward, engages and forces him off the ball. And there goes the final whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry. And Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Arsenal.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Batistuta. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Could move up a gear here. He's in plenty of space here. Kane has it in a wide position. Cross to the back post. Keeper's dealt with that. Can he spark a counter here? Roberto Baggio. Can he get it through? He's being urged. Goes for a shot! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Has a look and place it forward. Tchouaméni. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Tchouaméni gets across to intercept that. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Arsenal are behind here, despite their domination of possession. And it's Davids. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Beckham. Now it's Batistuta. That is good alertness. Nicely weighted ball. Hoeneß. Germany upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want to...
Shot, surely! That's a sharp pass. Bellingham gets into a good position. Bellingham plays it across. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Davids to Batistuta. Now it's Bale. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. And it's Batistuta. Thinks about the shot. That is great defending, so alert.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's an imaginative pass. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now this could be a chance. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bellingham, lovely, and the shot! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Germany are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Baggio had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately He was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
And it's made its way to him. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Roberto Baggio. Here's the whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Bellingham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nice control. Roberto Baggio. And he's straight offside. Tchouaméni. Saliba. Here's Kane. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Vitinha. And that interception was most necessary. Rummenigge. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Denilson. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Kane, played out to the left flank, and it's Bale. And here's Batistuta. Beckham with the cross.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Baggio has created 1 goal already. Rummenigge. 60 minutes played. He's a sharp little ball here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. So, Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Can he latch on to this? And he's there to clear it. That's Batistuta. Knocks it into space. Bale. Now it's Kane. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That looks a good ball through. He is through. He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Has another go! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. You give him an inch and he'll... Big chance! Must be! Chance for a shot! They've scored! comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Germany are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Bellingham. Rummenigge.
What they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Gullit. That's the keeper's ball. That's a cute ball. Into the last 5 minutes. Rummenigge. And it's Vitinha. Julie. And here's Kane. That is ended up in no man's land. Tchouaméni. Vitinha. And here's Batistuta. Kane. And this is Kane. Now it's Gullit. And that will be the final act. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve.